Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to have another seasonal recommendations video. This time we're talking about my favorite spring polishes from mainstream brands. So I have lots to look at here, and I feel like the mainstream brands have been doing a great job this spring. So we have some outstanding polishes that have just recently been released. So with lots to share and lots to chat about, we better get right into it. I'm going to be painting them on my nails so you can see how they apply and get a look at them in comparison to other polishes that are kind of in a similar shade range. So yeah, let's get into it. I'm excited.
So this first one is Orly Beautifully Bizarre. This is an older one, so it has a little bit of a runny formula with a thin brush. But this has maintained a spot in one of my favorite Orly spring shades for years now, because it was one of the first times that I got like a really awesome shimmer from a mainstream brand. So we have this beautiful green to teal shimmer in a very pale pink, which was just like totally different and just made me really excited. So it maybe doesn't have like the best formula, but I feel nostalgic about it and I think it's really beautiful. The next shade is Essie Go Go Geisha. Again, another older shade, not super old, but this is just a really perfect hybrid between a nude and a blush tone. So if you just want to be like barely wearing pink, then this one is just perfect. A beautiful two-coat nude cream, just lovely. So I love that one. Next up, we have another shimmering Orly. You're gonna notice a trend here. This one is called Lilac You Mean It. So I guess this one's kind of a purple, but it's kind of like a glazed donut, purpley pink. Just beautiful ethereal look on the nail. And I just popped it in here because it's almost like a neutrally pinky purple. So I just think that is so pretty. And then the fourth shade here is a newer one. This is Wistful Water Lily, just a gorgeous purpley blue, strong shimmer in this sheer pink base, but the shimmer is so strong that you're not gonna have a sheer look on the nail. So there's two coats of each of those first four. So to finish out the pinks, I have three cream pinks for you. Two of them are from the recent China Glaze Valentine's collection. This one is called Sweet Cheeks. I'm sure you have many great light pinks in your collection. This is just one that is recently available, so I thought it might be easy for you to grab if you needed something like this in your collection. So that's Sweet Cheeks from China Glaze. The one in the middle here is a perfect purple pink hybrid there, and this is Orly Scenic Root, and I just love this one. It's bordering on a bright shade, but it's just like slightly toned down, especially when you put it next to the one that we're going to look at right next. So it's giving me that punch of color, but not like totally in my face. But if you are in the mood to get your super bright, maybe even neons out for spring, maybe you vibe with neon for spring. I do have one neon for you. This is XOXO from that Valentine's collection from China Glaze for this year, and I think it is fantastic and just newly available, so it'll be easy for you to grab. And so I just want to share that one as well if you needed something a little bit brighter. So next I'm going to pop a few neutrals in here before we move into green. I actually don't have any yellow shades to share with you. I know it's shocking. However, this first one is a glistening shimmering gold. This is OPI Glitter Mogul from their Infinite Shine Spring collection, which just recently came out. This one's not really meant to give you a full coverage look, but a beautiful glistening shimmer of color. And just, you know, different years might be different for me, but this year I just am not really feeling like wearing yellow, like too much yellow for spring. So, you know, this pop of shimmering gold and green is what's gonna do it for me this year. So this is Glitter Mogul from OPI. 2 more OPIs in this quartet here. This next one is Glazed N Amused, and this is a kind of pearly oyster shell, abalone, if you will, soft off-white with a strong glazy, again, kind of pink shimmer. And I'm just really into the mainstream shimmers that are being offered right now and not having to have my nails be fully opaque and just really liking that ethereal look. Okay, this next one's an oldie, and I'm throwing in a matte polish here. This is Tove from Zoya. And so this one, as you can see, is gonna dry matte, and this is a grade teal from Zoya, and I just find it really chic and beautiful. You could probably wear this as your winter offering as well, but I just think it's really nice for spring because it just has a little bit of teal in there. So love that. And then last up, this is one of my favorite OPI shades ever. This is, again, from the Infinite Shine line, and this is called Olive for Pearls. And it's a kind of a different offering for spring because we do have olive here in the look, but it's like a bright spring green shimmer in a dirty olive jelly base, and I just find it so enchanting and really, really glowy and super fun. Great option for wearing spring green. All right, now we're on to greens. I'm gonna start with a couple Orlys. I have so many Orly shades for spring. I just love the look of their polish on my nails this time of year. So this first one is another oldie. This is Coachella Dweller. And this one is a squishy Crelly, and it is just like this really beautiful soft sage color, and the squishiness makes it feel even more spring to me. So really, really enjoying this one. If you happen to have it, pull this baby out. Next up, we have 2 more yellowy toned greens for our spring green lovers. This is Artist's Garden right here in the middle. I just love this whole hand. It's so beautiful. I just want to wear all the green in spring. Give me all the green, blue, and purple. Although, is that really that different than most other times of year? Not really. But oh, these colors are just everything right now. So that's Artist's Garden, again from Orly. And then we have a little bit more yellowy, tart, brighter spring green, and this is from OPI. This is Clear Your Cache. Really, really like this one. So this is great at 2 coats. So there you have that one there if you want to be a little bit more sour with your green. And now we're going to move into blue greens. So I have 2 very similar Essies with some beautiful shimmer that are in the blue green family. This one is a little bit lighter, a little bit brighter. This one's called Seize the Day. And here's how it looks in 2 coats. It has a beautiful blue to green. It's more like an aqua to green shimmer, just stunning. All right, a couple more blue greens, and then we're gonna move into green blues. We're just gonna morph right into there. So this is the other Essie shimmer that is like a soft, this one's a little bit more grayed out, soft pistachio, and this is called Passport to Happiness. Again, here we have this green shimmer. It's like slightly green to aqua. And so this is if you just didn't want quite as much white in your green as the last one. This is going to give you a little bit more subdued look, still with that beautiful shimmer. And yeah, just really, really love these 2 shimmers from Essie. So that one was Passport to Happiness. Next we have an Orly called Happy Camper. This is just a really beautiful, bright pastel neon aqua turquoise. It's so pretty. So this is another one that's like bordering on summer. I love how bright it is though. Ooh, that just makes me feel really alive. So really like that one. Happy Camper from Orly. Then we have another Orly. So we're moving now fully into the turquoise, moving towards blue. This is Orly Gumdrop. Such an oldie but a goodie. Really great 2-coat formula, just like your perfect robin's egg blue, turquoise, like Tiffany blue kind of color. And man, I've had this for a long time and my bottle is still going strong. That formula is holding up like a boss. So love that one. And then the last one down there, we have a Zoya shimmer, and this is Zoya Rayne, R-A-Y-N-E. And this one dries kind of satiny, and it just is so sparkly and twinkly, and just a really beautiful sky blue shade. If you want full coverage, you might need to do 3 coats on that one. But there are my next 4 faves. All right, so I have a couple of nice powdery, very light blues for you. First, we're gonna start with Zoya Blu. So if you are looking for something very, very light in your springtime manicure right now, this one is great. My bottle is a little runny, but for a very, very light color, you're getting great coverage at 2 coats. So that's Zoya Blu, highly recommend. In the same kind of realm, but just like with a pinch more green in that very light blue, we have Blue-La-La from Essie. Also really, really love this one. It's incredibly similar to Zoya Blu. It's gonna give you that really beautiful powdery white blue coverage and look on the nail, but just if you wanted something a little less cool toned for your blue. Let me finish there and you can see them side by side. All right, so next we have another Zoya, and this is Zoya Darby. I love this one. I'm not always ready to be done wearing my dusty gray kind of shades in spring. And so this one is this really beautiful gray blue with a sapphire blue shimmer. And it is just so cozy, so inviting, and just really, really beautiful transitionary winter to spring blue from Zoya. Just love that one. And then last up, as you can see, we're getting into some brighter blues. We're gonna start with this Essie. This is Ripple Reflect. I love this polish. This is such a go-to for a really beautiful, bright, invigorating, still kind of powder blue. We're not ultra in your face with our brightness yet here, but it's a very cool toned blue and nice and bright and springy and beautiful formula. I am happily fully in blue territory here. I have 2 more awesome Orlys for you. This first one is Far Out. So you can see we're getting brighter here and a little bit more warm of a blue. And this one just has another beautiful formula. This is likely to have a neon base to help lend itself to this brightness, and then when you add the white to it, it just makes for this really beautiful bright, perfect for spring transitioning into summer shade. Next up, one of my all-time very favorite blues. This is Orly Snowcone. You probably guessed it. This is just this absolutely divine blue that's like trying to decide if it wants to be blue, gray, purple. It just can't decide. And so it just, when you look at it, you're just in that beautiful sweet spot of mesh between those colors. And I love it so much. This is, again, another older polish in my collection, and the formula is outstanding. It stays beautiful, stands the test of time. Get yourself a bottle of Orly Snowcone, one of my favorites ever. Next up, we have a Zoya, and this is a deep blurple, and this is Zoya Saint, and I love this. It has this beautiful pink shimmer in it. You may end up needing 3 coats for this one, but as I've stated before, I think a shimmer, a glowy shimmer that has not like full opacity, is just really, really beautiful, soft for spring. So there's that one. So, so sweet, super beautiful. Then rounding out this one, we have another blue purple gray shade, and this is Essie Petal Pushers, another older one in my collection. And it's just kind of this really interesting, again, polish that can't decide if it wants to be purple, gray, or blue, but obviously much more leaning toward the gray realm than Snowcone. And I just think it is so beautiful. Love that formula, just gorgeous. All right, we're moving into purples. I'm gonna finish out with one more purpley blue, and this is Spirit Junkie, and it is a very soft, sheer, blurple shade, very light, and it has this really lovely, of course, glaze of shimmer. It's just very tiny particle where you can't see it like so outstanding on the nail, but it's definitely there, and it's a pinky purple, almost like neon glow in the bottle. It's so pretty and it lends really nicely to the polish. So that's Spirit Junkie. Then we have 3 Zoya shades. This first one is Kayleigh, and this is a very light kind of gray plum shade, and it's just really, really beautiful. It's pretty similar to the one that I have right next to it, but this one is a little bit more mauve-y, and this one's giving us more the full-on purple vibes. So the one right next to it is Abby, and this is, like I said, it's just more purple, less gray, but still very light, very, very soft. That's what this whole set of 4 here is going to give you, your ultra light, soft purples for spring. So here's Abby. I really love that one. And then last up, this is Zoya Leslie, and this is a really beautiful warm purple with a kind of larger particle sparkly green shimmer. Really, really pretty. Love that look on the nail. So these are all 4 awesome options. All right, we're gonna be finishing out the purples here. We're gonna start with this rosy purple. This is Patrice from Zoya with a large particle gold shimmer, and it is absolutely gorgeous. I forgot how much I love this one. It's so stunning, and if I'm gonna wear a pink, this is the kind of pink I want to wear. I recognize I put it in purple, but it's a really great pinky mauve purple kind of hybrid, just stunning from Zoya. Next we have some soft but bright purpley pinks. We have Baguette Me Not from Essie. The 2 here in the middle are both from Essie, so if you wanted something a little bit lighter, light but bright pinks, really, really beautiful for springtime. The awakening effect that they have on our nails, just bringing some happy vibes. This is the lighter of the 2 that I'm suggesting here. And then this one, In the You-niverse from Essie, is so beautiful. Again, purpley pink, so pretty. So you looked at all my options for blue pinks. Now you're seeing my blue purples. Now you're seeing my pinky purple suggestions for you. So that's In the You-niverse. And then last over here, it's pretty similar, but it's from Orly, and this is called Kaleidoscope Eyes. I love this one so much. A great transition from spring to summer, and it is just stunning. Love, love, love. Okay, I'm gonna pop these off, and I have 2 more for you. All right, so these last 2 might look a little redundant to you, but they are different colored purples from China Glaze with green shimmer, and I love both of them, so I wanted them both to be in here. So this first one is Lavender Haze from their recent spring collection, and just as it sounds, it's a pale lavender shade with a strong, otherworldly green shimmer. Here's the second coat of it, just beautiful. And then we have from a past collection, a little bit older, but it appears to be the same shimmer. This is Bloomforia, so it's going to give you a deeper purple in the base. However, this one's a little bit more sheer, so it's not going to build up to full opacity as quickly as the one that has a little bit more white in it, but so, so pretty. So that's going to round us out. Hopefully you guys have, you've probably noticed that my gel overlay has been grown out. Hopefully that didn't bother you too much in the video. I'm waiting until right before I head to my brother Oliver's wedding to redo my gel to go be the best man in his wedding. It's gonna be next week. I'm so excited for it. And yeah, so pardon my overlay, but hopefully you've been able to get some good ideas for some awesome spring shades from mainstream brands.
All right, so that was all of my spring mainstream polish faves. I hope that you enjoyed hanging out with me a little bit, just talking polish, just watching me swatch some stuff, just hanging out. And of course, let me know some of your faves down in the comments section below. I appreciate you being here today. I'll see you back for another video very soon. Take care until then. Bye.